One of the first things I have recognized selling firewood is I am not the customer. The customer is the customer. I got into firewood because I'm cheap. I didn't feel like spending all that money on propane to heat my house. So we got into heating with wood. That got the old rusty gears spinning, and the next thing you know, poof, here I am. 8 years selling firewood. But what do I mean, guys? I am not the customer. Since I am cheap, I would not buy my kind of firewood that I deliver. This is value-added, high-end stuff, and that is how I have figured out how to run a business. You identify your market, and then you do everything that addresses that market. And that goes with your customer service, your product, your add-on products, your appearance, the way you take payment. All of these things go towards your market. Well, my market is high-end, residential, and restaurants. I show you how I sell firewood. And my customers like ready-to-burn firewood. They like small quantities, and a lot of them like it stacked. But I am not the customer. I am cheap. I mean, what the heck? That's why I got into firewood to begin with. But not everyone is like me, and I accept that. There are other people that have other tastes in this world. So I don't complain about them. What the heck? I mean, if we were all like me, nothing would ever get done, and there would be a Dr. Pepper and gummy bear shortage, for crying out loud. People are different. Their needs are different. And this is a free market society that we live in. And there is a market that's not being met. That is the way I saw it. And I'm going for it. And it results in selling a high-end, world-class firewood rack like the Woodhaven. So I am a dealer for these high-end racks. You can't see it right now, but I'm on my way to a delivery. This is a Woodhaven. They're made in America, in Kansas. They come with a really cool cover. This is an 8-footer. I just don't have it assembled yet, but this is how I transport it. And we're gonna go stack 1/3 of a cord. And then for me, I look at it as my price per cord. This is 1/3 of a cord, and I will be making more on this delivery because I'm doing a rack than I would if I was probably, this is some serious math, as if I was delivering a full cord. That's top end number, but we all understand that, right? So this is my market. This is who I deliver to. Now, if I were dump and go, maybe my customers wouldn't even need a rack. It could be cinder blocks and 2x4s. Maybe other customers would just prefer a Walmart or a Temu rack. But in this case, you offer selection. And this customer wants this high-end rack. And these guys were at the International Firewood Expo. Chances are you've seen them online, and it's easy to be a dealer. That's what I am. And I just order what I need. They ship it out that same day, and then I assemble it and deliver it. It's just a nice way of professionalizing your service. You know, it's not just you just deliver firewood and go. There's other opportunities. It's like buying your food at Burger King. You know, what do they do when you go to order a Whopper? They always ask, do you want cheese on that Whopper? That's an upsell. Do you want fries? That's an add-on. Would you like a Dr. Pepper? Yes, I would. That is an add-on sale. Well, the same thing goes for firewood. Firewood just doesn't have to be a commodity dump and go. Don't look at the wood because you might lose money. It can be a value-added delivery service that caters to the market. Identify your market and go for it. In this case here, they want ready-to-burn firewood. They like it to be clean. They don't want mud and mushrooms on it. They like it split smaller. And in some cases, they like a firewood rack. Good add-on sales. Okay, so we've had a break in the weather. It's supposed to be 50 today. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to be 10. We're gonna have some serious winds coming in. So now I gotta start worrying about my canopy over here. I still don't have my tractor, but deliveries are still strong. This would have been prime production, but just can't get it done, guys. All right, so we're going on a delivery, and I will do what I can to show you this delivery when it's done. Maybe I'll show you the final product, and then we'll talk about it when I get back in town. Here we go. Here is the rack constructed and well, assembled and loaded. Wanted to just show you how it looks. This is the wood haven, and you stack the wood like this. It adds a value. And this is designed so that it slides down over the rack as your wood gets lower. This is wood haven made in Kansas. I really hate to do this to you guys. I am at my favorite pizza parlor, Westgate Pizza. I must say the Mahoning Valley has got it going on with its pizza game. There are a number of big iconic brands like Sunrise and Briar Hill and Cornersburg. But where I am here in Austintown, there are two big ones. There's Westgate and there is Wedgwood. I like them both, but I prefer Westgate. And this is my pizza. Whenever I'm in this area, I will bring a pizza home with me. But of course, I never eat it when I'm out on the road because I like to stay focused on delivering customer service. And I try not to let myself get distracted by eating until it is lunchtime. Don't want to make the boss mad. But of course, we'll leave this food until I get home because I never eat when I'm on the job. I'm on the return trip back to the wood yard. While I was making that delivery, I got a call from one of the loggers, and he was delivering a 3/4 load of logs. He said it was all silver maple, which is what I love the best. So we will be checking out these logs, but that is the agreement I have. Some of these drivers that get to know me, they have the key to the gate and they just unload and they send me the bill and I pay them. Works out good that way. But this is a gorgeous day out today. I might, I don't know, nice days like this, you want to take the day off and not do anything. But I got a whole laundry list of things to do without my tractor. And we're back. Okay. See how the ground is heaved? The gate digs into it now. And we got some new logs that have come in. See that the log truck was here. And he said it is all silver maple, and that looks to be it. It's not particularly straight, but these are nice looking logs nonetheless. So like I would just cut that off right there. That would go into my wood shed. Like this log here, cut there, trim that off. And there. I have just been so desperate for logs. Well, I mean, the answer is always yes anyways. But in this case, this driver lives close. And he usually doesn't have a full load. It goes back to the yard and it goes into a pile. But now he knows that we have a good relationship. We both trust each other's judgment on estimating how much wood is here, and he's comfortable selling me a partial load, and I'm comfortable paying him for a partial load, and it works out great. So I've been doing all this complaining that I don't have enough logs, but I mean, I got something going on. These are a lot of cherry in here, which I was desperate for cherry. Okay. Name of the game for me is supply. If you don't have it, you can't sell it. But there's a lot of wood out there that's already made into firewood that you can sell. If you are value added, it's just got to, make sure it's within your tolerances on the kind of wood that you sell. Like this stuff that I made with that hacky pilky, I kept that covered with the tarp, and look at that. It looks great. There's no snow on it. I can get that stacked. So today I'm going to try and put together the Japa and get it put back when it's supposed to drop 40 degrees. Big winds are coming, and you get a couple drops of water in there and it turns into ice, and then that shaft won't fit down that channel. So today's the day I got to put this back together. I'll try to bring that to you. But that's how you do a delivery, guys. So in this delivery here, I sold the wood and the rack, the stacking and the delivery, and the sales tax. So that's the bill. And she pays by credit card. She's happy. I'm happy. It all worked out great. And I did all of that by only selling a third of a cord. So for instance, me, I'm always worried of running out. I mean, we all worry about running out because we always do run out. But here I've kind of figured out a way to sell less firewood and make more money. And it works for me. But from doing all of this, that was one of my biggest aha moments, was when I just recognized that I am not the customer. So my customer doesn't reflect the needs that I have. That reflects a market that I'm going for, that I identified as been underserved, just not served at all. Chances are it exists in your area too. People that are willing to pay for a premium for wood that's ready to burn right now. They like smaller quantities. They like it stacked. They like the nice firewood racks, kindling, all of these things. And of course now I got to go eat, because we never eat on the job. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Everyone have a great day.